Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you like what you see and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring my bell to be notified anytime I post a video. If you haven't been here before, I really do hope you like what you see. Leave me some comments. I love talking to people in the comments, and yeah, if you've been here before, thank you for coming back and being so supportive. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys do that, and I appreciate it so much. So, it is Boxing Day here in Canada, which I guess is just the 26th of December in other places. I found out yesterday that Boxing Day wasn't a thing everywhere. Weird. So anyway, yeah, it's about 10:30 in the morning, and I figured, why not start my day? Or, I mean, I've been awake, for hours, but crafting-wise, why don't we start working on my new canvas from FEELOOK Art? They are such an amazing company. They have amazing products. On my channel, I have a review of the last painting I did for them, the Halloween campaign, and this time we're going to work on the cats. So I love this, when tiny sparkles become masterpieces. I think that needs to be like diamond painted on a sign and just be beautiful. But anyway, so we're going to get that out of the way. I guess it can go over here since I will probably throw it out. And let's look at the canvas again. So I'm just going to roll it back again. So if you're new to diamond painting, this is poured glue. So if you have poured glue, you can roll it backwards and, you can help kind of lay it flatter without ruining your project. Double-sided adhesive, if you get that and you try and fold it backwards or roll it backwards, it can cause like rivers and streaks and stuff and totally ruin your project. So most places are all poured glue. Now there are very few places. So if you get one that has a white opaque cover or one with blue, white paper with blue, then those are double-sided adhesive. The clear ones are usually the yeah, anyway, sorry about that. So here she is in all her glory. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, oh, look at that bell. That's going to be cute. And the present, it looks very nice, and it is super sticky. So yeah, I thought we could kit up the project today. I was just going to put some of them in bags and put labels on them, and then we can start working on it. So for that, I am going to sit down. I'm going to leave this in the background for you guys, and we'll see how this goes. So now I'm sitting, so I can't actually see in the camera to see if it's working well. I hope it is, but sorry for the crinkles. Quick. Of course, I try to be quick and then it gets stuck. And then it's not quick at all. All right, so get everything set up here and then we can talk. How has everybody's Christmas been? Or just how has everybody's holidays been? Did you guys get spoiled? Do you have some other plans, like later in the year, that might, I don't know, might put something off? Okay, sorry. I don't have scissors here. Crap. Okay, hold on one sec. All right, we've got scissors. So, yeah, I was asking about your guys' holidays and how that's all going. I hope you guys all had a really good Christmas, although I wish you the absolute best, wonderful, Merry New Year you can ever have. Everybody deserves that. So I like to cut them apart, you know, in groups of probably just the whole sleeve here. And then I put them in bags, label the bags, and then we're good. So, besides, this is still a bit crinkly, but it's not so bad, I guess. Well, it doesn't look like there are any doubles in this one, so that's good. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I think that's good. All right, so we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 310. Surprise, surprise. All right, so now we're going to get some labels. Pull them on out here. So we have 40 colors with this one, so I'm just going to write those out really quickly here. All right, so got all the numbers put on here. All right, now we're getting started. So I'll forward through all of that so you guys don't have to watch. So yeah, so we had our Christmas yesterday. Of course, yesterday was Christmas. Why wouldn't we, right? So actually, Kyrie was at her girlfriend's place and they got really sick. And so they stayed there. And then Kyrie brought her girlfriend here and we had our Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve. And so that was really nice. And then Kyrie stayed the night and her girlfriend went home. And so we got up in the morning and we did our presents and made coffee and stuff. So yeah, we did the whole thing. And then once we were done opening gifts, she went back to her girlfriend's house. So that was our very, very first Christmas of not having the girls around the whole day. So I really hate this pen on these labels. They're not nice. Look at that. They keep smearing, even after they're dry. Lesson learned. Oh, missed one, I think. Oh, nope, there it is. So now we can get on to the fun part. I am going to put my tray under. So Darren's been on vacation for the last couple weeks, so it's been really nice. He goes back to work on Monday, and I'm actually really sad about it. Like, it was so nice having him home. But we went shopping on the Monday, I think it was, or no, it was Tuesday we went shopping. And we'd only done like a few really basic things, and so we had a list of stuff we still needed to get, including stuff for our Christmas dinner. And we went to go out Wednesday to get the rest of it, and the car wouldn't start, or it wouldn't stay on. And so we were not able to go anywhere. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? So yeah, we put our first ever order into Walmart to get our like groceries and stuff delivered. So that was kind of cool. We've never done that before. Obviously they didn't bring it yesterday, being, you know, Christmas Day, and also whatever we bought from there just got here actually a couple minutes ago. But that's okay. We weren't trying to do, you know, a big Christmas anyway. But we have decided that next year we are going to adopt a family. So when the girls were way smaller, Kyrie was 2, like she was a baby, and I ended up in the hospital, and Darren couldn't take the time off work, and so we had to use some resources and we had a family adopt us. And it's funny because I talked to Darren and Kyrie about, you know, potentially doing this next year instead of getting each other gifts. And it was funny because on Wednesday, since we didn't get to go out, we managed to get into the desk, and I found the letter I wrote that the people, like to the people who adopted us. And yeah, it just seems like a really good idea, and we are all happy about that. And we've also been thinking of getting like family tattoos. So I would prefer something like that over a lot of gifts. Although, hey, don't get me wrong, I love gifts. I'm human. I want things. I want lots of things. Oh my gosh. I could just, you know, live in a mall. Not particularly a mall, but something like that. I don't know. So, yeah, we've just been literally sitting around doing nothing. I mean, I've been stitching and researching stuff, and Darren's been playing on the PlayStation. He got a new game for Christmas. And yeah, so he's been playing that the past couple days with his friends. It's a shooting game. I can't remember which one. But I don't care that he plays them, but I don't particularly enjoy watching them or listening to them for that matter. So, ooh, these bags are super staticky. Like I'm trying to hold everything down before I cut. All right. Woohoo! We've got 5 done. Okay. I'm going to pause you guys and do this, and then I will come back so that we can actually get some diamond painting done today. Because this part's the boring part. Who wants to watch this, right? Alright, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Alright, so I got everything, all the drills kitted up and ready to go. Here they are. You can see almost all of them in the frame there, just maybe the one. So, I thought we could start on something and see how it goes. So let's just, you know, get these set up over there. And then we'll see what part we're going to work on. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do the eyes first? That's always fun sometimes. Kind of, you know, getting in there. Or we could do some ornaments or presents. I'm not going to do the last color, which is white AB. AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and it's a special coating they put on the drills, and it just makes them sparkle in a completely different way. They are beautiful. So I'll show you those, but those are going to be the last ones I put in. I kind of like to get everything else done and then see where we go from there. All right, so what do if we do, let's see. I think we should do this present here. Does that sound like a good plan? I don't really want to work in the middle yet, so yeah, I think we'll work from here. If I worked on the top, I would have to flip it over so that, you know, it would fit properly, or I could put it on its side. And I do have a light pad, but right now anyway, with it being daytime, I don't need that, but that's always an option too. So we're gonna go for this present here. So let's see, pull this up a bit. That looks good. So here is an Aurora Borealis drill, and then here's the bag of drills, and just the way they sparkle, it's really pretty. Yeah, you can see the different colors that come up, so yeah, that one's the fun one. Doesn't look like there's any of those in here, so we can start there. So these are the tops that would be on a double-sided adhesive, and I keep pieces of them so that I can lay them down, because they will not stick to the canvas if you put them on it. They're coated, so I use those to get into some places. Wow. There's lots of extra drills. They were kind of a pain in the butt to put in the bags. The static was insane. So I'm just going to put this one back in here. And there we go. All right, so I think we will start with the red. So number 3, and that would be number 3 here. I just want to make sure you guys can see. Okay. All right, so number 3 is right here. So I'm going to use my tray. It's a little bigger, so I like being able to put more drills in it at once. And today we're going to try using the new pen that I got with this kit. I have always wanted to try one of these pens and never have. And so they sent 3 tubes of wax, and it spins down until you have to fill it again. I'm really excited about this. Also, I did use the bags that they sent in the kit to bag up the drills. There are 30 bags in each package. So they sent 60 bags. So that was awesome. That was really awesome. I loved that. All right, let's give it a quick shake and get going here. So did you guys get everything you wanted for Christmas? I hope so. I got spoiled this year. Of course, I get spoiled every year, so I don't know, but I don't know how my family does it, but they just know what to get me. So last year I wasn't here, I was in Ontario, and I don't have a needle minder here, so we're just going to use a bit of tape to hold this back. Sorry, it's hard to see. Anyway, sorry. For last Christmas, they got me, there was an author there. Her name is Shelley Campbell, and I will show her books later. And they got them, and they got them signed for me. And there were 2 books, the first 2 in the series, I suppose. And they were really good, totally unique from my point of view. But yeah, they are really good. And so I was here this year, so I went to the market with Darren, and it was amazing. It was so hard not to buy stuff. But the lady that they bought me the book last year came out with her new book of the series. So, so I picked that up and I got that signed as well. So that was pretty cool. So now I have all 3 books signed. And then when we were at the Fantasy Okotoks, there were 2 authors there. And so Kyrie and Darren got me 2 books from 2 different authors, and they got them signed for me. So they're actually personalized, and I am so excited about that, like beyond excited. So that's fun. Oh, yeah, put it in the right spot, Dusty. That would be a bonus, wouldn't it? Why? Having issues. So I'm not sure. Let's get the extra off. I don't know if it works. I hope it does this way, because having to have an extra tool to, shift things around, if you, put them on a little crooked, I like. So having it sticking out any length isn't good for me, because then I can't, slide them around and push them into place. But this is working well. So far, I mean, I know it's only 5, 8, 9, 10 drills, but yay, still, that's amazing. And I really, really love this pen. Oh my goodness. So yes, I got the 2 books from these people, and I am so excited to read them. I can't remember their names at the moment, but I think I'm going to do a either year-end thing, or I don't know, just a yearly recap of what I've done. I haven't diamond painted a ton this year. I'm definitely way more into stitching right now than anything. I just want to stitch all the time. So, although, to be fair, I love diamond painting, and I wouldn't give that up either, so let's see. No more 3s in that area. Okay, so I guess we'll move over to here. So it's been cold here. It's been really cold. We have a lot of snow, and it's, right now I think it is, let's see, -15 with wind, or plus wind chill. So I don't know, feels like about -20, and it has been -20s, low 20s, and so it's been really cold here. To be fair, really fair, the last 3 years, it started snowing in September. So the fact that we made it almost all the way through December without
that is amazing with no snow, and it was warm, so I'm not gonna complain. Although I vape, and so when I need to go outside, I have my big sweater, I put on my hat, put on my big hood, and then I have a blanket that I use, and I wrap that around myself. And then I put my jacket on, and then I put my gloves on. And sometimes there's a scarf in there too. And then I go out, and it's still so cold, it hurts your eyeballs. So I'm glad I'm vaping and not smoking, because if I had to light a cigarette, I'd be out there for, at least 10 minutes. With vaping, I can take 1 or 2 puffs and come back in, and I'm okay. So I am definitely good with that. My family, they like to make fun of me. Darren calls me Nanook, his little Eskimo, which I like. So, yeah. So let's see, what else did I get? Oh, Darren, my lovely husband, I had put this stitching frame, a scroll frame kind of thing, into the cart, but I didn't want to forget to look for that product later, so that's why I put it in the cart. I hadn't checked reviews or anything, and he didn't know that, and so he ordered me this frame, and I was so excited, like beyond excited to use it. Obviously, I wanted it. It was, in my wish list. But there is no way to, the clips that come with it, they don't fit. One is beyond huge and would never, I think you'd have to probably roll out at least 1/2 inch of fabric to make that one fit, and the other one doesn't even fit on the bar. So how are you supposed to use that? So it sucks, because I really wanted to start this project yesterday, but that's okay. I went on Amazon and I did some research on scroll frames, and they have one that is decently priced. It has amazing ratings. And it's a scroll frame, but it comes with 3 sizes of bars, and it comes with 3 sizes, I think, of sidebars too. So if you buy like the small one, you get 3 sizes, and then you get the bars, and there's different holes in the bars, so you can make it wider or thinner. And so the only thing is, it was $100. And I did find one like what Darren got me, that because the one he got me, it's a frame, but it has like it has like a piece on the back. It's like kind of like a half triangle thing, and then you put your stuff on, and yeah, it has 3 different sizes. There's small, medium, or small, large, and special edition. So they all come with different sizes, but with what they give you, you can have 2 active whips going at the same time. So, and apparently the quality is very good. So, I mean, if we're going to spend money on a scroll frame, then I think I would rather, put in the extra money and get a really good, starter set of frames, and then when I can afford it, then I'll get, the other ones too. But yeah, they seem really good, and people, like, the reviews are amazing. So yeah, I haven't obviously ordered it yet. So thinking of that, so I worked the municipal election that we had here in Calgary on October 20th. And we were told we would get paid in 4 to 6 weeks. So we waited. Everybody waited. And then nobody was getting paid. So on top of that, they're mailing out the checks instead of doing direct deposit. Like, how stupid is that? You're mailing out checks like, hey, we're going to go paperless, but, you know, we want you to have to wait. And it actually made it on the news, the fact that we hadn't been paid yet. And so it was probably a week ago, maybe, I got an email from Elections Calgary that said that my payment for working will be here, and if I don't have it by January 3rd or 4th, then I can call them. Like, are you joking? First of all, you knew you had to pay us for the election. Like, that's not a secret at all. You know, like, and then to do this, like, people were counting on that money for Christmas. You know, like, maybe it would have been different, or it would have been a little more acceptable, I guess, but not to have it happen, like, in the spring, but to have it happen at Christmas. Like, people are counting on that money that they worked for to help pay for Christmas. And I mean, I had stuff that I had, you know, saved and put away that I was, you know, really excited for and haven't been able to buy because, oh yeah, I haven't gotten paid. And, you know, putting it in the mail, well, if it's in the mail, what do you do? Sorry, I'm a little salty about this because I had this huge fun Christmas thing planned for Kyrie and Darren, and it didn't get to work because I haven't received everything, and I haven't received my money. And then here's the fun part, because it's a check, if I put that into my bank account, and it doesn't matter if I do it through the till, like at the bank, through the ABM, through digital, like taking a picture deposit, they hold my checks for 7 days. So not only do I not have it yet, but then I have to wait a freaking week to access the money because, oh, you know, apparently the government and their checks aren't good enough to just let it go through. I mean, I worked the federal election last spring, and first of all, we got paid direct deposit. And I mean, I worked the 6 weeks of the election, and I got paid on time with everything. And that's a federal election, which would be a little more difficult, I think, because there's so many different, you know, ways to pay or whatever. But to do this to people at Christmas is beyond disgusting. The fact that I didn't know about it, that like Darren had heard it on the news. He came home one day and I was upset because I hadn't gotten paid yet. And then he's like, oh yeah. And they were interviewing people on the news that hadn't gotten paid yet. And yeah, there's nothing to do. Can't do anything about it. So yeah, I do have to say I'm a little freaking choked. And I have worked every election. I've done the census. I've worked advanced polls. I do all of that. And I have never, ever had this problem. But it makes me wonder if, you know, do I want to work for them again? Like, if they don't give a shit about paying me, and I mean, they thought the election was going to be easy breezy, you know, wouldn't take long to count, all that stuff. Hell no. The things they changed made things so much worse. Like, people were so angry because they had to wait while we filled out all these forms. And, like, yeah, there was, one or two really good ideas, and the rest were horrible. And I know it's a job and you can, do the job, but the people that do the job, that want to, they want to help. They want to get paid for their time, but they want to help people. Like, in the federal one in the spring, I got to go to the hospital and make sure that, all the people that were in the hospital got to vote, and they didn't miss it because they were in the hospital. So, I mean, that's amazing. That's, what I consider, what I think I do when I help during elections, and I worked really, really hard that day. It was a disaster, like I said, and to think I haven't gotten paid yet, like, and now, like, between that and our car not driving, and it sucks because I'm supposed to go to a stitchy thing on Saturday, and I'm so excited to go. The lady who puts them on is amazing, and I really like her, and I like the people that go to it, and I try to always go to hers out of anybody's. And it's literally on the west edge of the city, and I live on the very east edge of the city. So taking an Uber is how do you do that, Like, I can't afford, because again, haven't gotten paid, sorry. I'll leave it alone now. Got it out of my system, hopefully. But yeah, like, an Uber would be so expensive. And, with now we have to fix the car. And there were 2 events that I was waiting to pay for. In January, there's a 12-hour stitching event and a 2-day retreat. And I haven't been able to hold a spot because I haven't gotten paid, sorry. And so I don't think I'm going to get to go to those either because, well, we have to fix the car now. So, it's probably about $100 to do the events in January. So I think I can't go now because we have to put that money into the car. And that really sucks. But that's okay. Shit happens, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. And I have a couple guild meetings coming up, so that's good. I really enjoy those. The people that are there are amazing people that I am very happy to get to know. They are so kind, and they're just amazing people, my stitchy people. I think last time at this stitch thing that I want to go on Saturday last month or whatever, oh crap, I don't remember what I was gonna say. That's okay. Sometimes my brain just kind of fizzles out, So I'm really, really loving this pen. Let's see. What else did I get? Kyrie got Darren and I these really cool pictures. They're not 3D, but they're textured. And yeah, they're very cool. I got Demon or Huntrix? Is that Demon Hunter? Sorry, Demon Hunter. And Kyrie got Darren Wolverine. Darren loves Wolverine and Batman and Spider-Man and Superman. So she got him, oh my goodness, Batman cowl, like the collectible piece, and it's got like Batman's headpiece. All like, it's very cool piece. And then she got him some other really cool stuff. She got her and I matching t-shirts that say Hellfire Club. So it's the picture from Stranger Things. I don't know if any of you watch that, but we watch it together, and one of the people in season 4 had a D&D club that was called the Hellfire Club, and he was a pretty big guy, and so whatever, the kids attached themselves to him, and he wore this shirt all the time, and he died. And so in the first episode of season 5, which we are watching now, because it's coming out in 3 sections, not just 1. Oh, how horrible. Anyway, I'm not good with, season endings or, stuff like that. I don't like cliffhangers at all. And I like to know what's going on. Like, telling me stuff doesn't ruin it for me, whether it's reading or anything like that. But yes, and so oh, I got a bead loom to make bracelets. I enjoy beading a lot. And yeah, so it's just one from the dollar store. It's nothing exciting, but it works and it makes bracelets. It does what it's supposed to. So, I mean, you don't have to go spend a fortune. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And Kyrie bought me some really awesome pajamas. She bought me black pants. It's not a set, but she knows that I get really hot and, icky and sweaty. So she made sure the pants were really lightweight. And then she bought me a pajama top, but it's almost a nightgown, with a red heart on it, and it was very cute. We were trying to do matching pajamas this year, but we just weren't able to, so we'll be doing that next year. But she was so excited to pick out the pajamas this year. So yeah, and she bought Darren these pajama pants that have like fast food on them, so like fries, burgers, stuff like that. And she bought him a t-shirt with the same graphic, and what does it say? Oh, comfort food, right? So that was pretty cool. We got her a very nice print of this character that she really likes, that I don't have a clue who it is. Darren does, though. So, I mean, that's a bonus. At least one of us does. The only thing that she really wanted that we couldn't get her, she wanted the Wall-E Lego set. That child, my child, loves Lego. Like, we still have a huge box with drawers, like one of those stands with drawers full of Lego. It's got the 2 big bottom drawers and then there's 3 skinnier top drawers. And yeah. No, missed one. Alright, let's see. I need to get to the other side of the box now. Alright, right there. Okay. So now that like the wax isn't sticking out, it's working better and the edges are working nice to, you know, if you need to shift it a little bit. So like absolute thumbs up for this pen. It is going to be one of my favorites. I can tell. So maybe I should have gotten one years ago. Who knows? I've always wanted one though, so. And let's see, I got some threads and some flosses, like really pretty ones, mostly in purples. I got, I think I got like one of every type of thread. I missed one, I found out later, but like I got a size 5 pearl cotton, size 8 pearl cotton, and then I got like DMC satin and metallics. I got some light effects, so I am going to try to do, I think, a band sampler. I think I bought some like offcuts from the Stitching Corner in Cochrane. That place is like, I could live in that store and just be happy, like looking at things, and like I wouldn't even have to, you know, get anything. I could just stay there like for security reasons, and I would stay there all the time and just be so happy in that environment. It's an amazing store, and Betty and Gail, they are the ones who own the store, and they are so kind and knowledgeable. And I mean, I can go in and ask any question, and if they know it, they'll make sure I know it, and if they don't, they'll find the answer. They are awesome. And the 12-hour stitching event is actually at their store in Cochrane. And it's really nice. You go and everybody kind of, they bring their stitching, obviously. And you bring like a chair and maybe a little table to put in front of you. And then you have 12 hours to stitch. And they put out like snacks throughout the day. They had hot apple cider, and that place was the best smelling place ever. I love the smell of apples. And yeah, and then they served us a full dinner, and it was so much fun just to spend that time with people, and you know, just talking to people that I maybe see at guild meetings, but maybe don't know very well to talk to. So I really like it. And while we're there, we can shop. So, I mean, yeah, you got to be careful about that one, because it is very enabling to be there. Very enabling. So, but yeah, they have such a cool shop, and their walls are completely covered in like stitches, in like stitching of any point, needle point, you know, harding, or every kind of stitching. So it is so awesome. If I won the lottery tomorrow, I would happily buy that store and keep it open, because we keep losing, you know, those parts of our culture and of our lives. Like, local needlework shops, they're becoming so few and far between that it's just really hard to keep them open, you know? And, you know, like, Calgary has traditional stitches. That is not actually in the city. If you're leaving the city, between Cochrane and Calgary is Bear's Paw, and they have a store in there. So it's almost halfway to Cochrane, for me to get there. But it's a nice store too, and they are really kind there too. Yeah, I would 1000% own a stitchy store if I could. I would love to be able to, you know, share what we do, and, you know, making sure that even though we might not have very many local needlework shops, that we do have, you know, at least one. So there is another shop. It's not, I think it's more of a quilting store, but they do sell some floss there and stuff. So yeah, next time I have the car to go to one of my chronic pain appointments, I will probably stop in there, because my chronic pain center is halfway across the city. Not all the way, but if I'm on that side of the city, then I might as well check it out while I'm there, instead of making a separate trip. So yeah, I am so much happier than I was. It's been a really hard year, and these women have touched my life in so many ways, and I don't even know, I mean, I can't say who they are because I haven't talked to them about getting their permission, but we do have Market Embroidery Place, and she sells everything. She has an amazing store. She used to sell out of her house, but now she's in this warehouse building where you rent spaces. Anyway, she has so much stuff, and if she doesn't have what you want, she'll get it ordered. On top of that, she does a free 5-hour stitching event at the warehouse once a month, and it's free. So I went to her 2-day retreat in August the year before, and I really enjoy them. I've met so many people, and, you know, like, going to the Stitchy event has let me meet these new people, and these new people have, you know, have been so kind and thoughtful, and I really feel very lucky to have found these women, and I want to get to know them more. I want to learn from them, you know, I want them to, you know, learn something from me, maybe. I mean, I haven't been stitching for long. There's probably nothing I can teach them, but, you know, I having a community like that, it makes such a difference. I am so much happier. Like, my doctors are thrilled because my mood has been a lot better. The pain isn't going away, and it never will, but I'm able to deal with it a little bit better. And I mean, it is better because even though I'm in that pain, I'm able to do things. I can't when I have big pain days or a flare up, but yeah, so Embroidery Marketplace made it possible for me to make friends, to, you know, be part of that community. And I'm so grateful for that. I don't even know what to say. There are two people, so the owner of Embroidery Marketplace, she's so kind, and I promise you, you need to go. I will put her information down below, but you need to go check her out because she's got amazing things. And then there's another lady who works there, and oh my god, she's so much fun. She's funny. Yeah, she's awesome too. I mean, I don't know, I keep saying everybody's awesome. I feel like, you know, the Lego movie. Everything is awesome. And you probably did not need to hear that. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's been an amazing, oh my goodness, I need to like find another word in my vocabulary. It was so wonderful to meet these people and, you know, just have something to do, have somewhere to go, have somebody to talk to, you know. And I know it's really hard. I get depressed a lot. So I'm not sure I would have made it through December as well as I did without those people. So to the people at Embroidery Marketplace, to the people who are in the guilds, for everybody, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Okay. Alright, let's see. So, the threes are all done. Oops. Alright, so you guys should tell me what you guys got for Christmas. Anything really exciting for you? I mean, a scroll frame is super exciting for me. I got a couple new diamond paintings, which I will be showing. And yeah, so it's a lot. It's been great. And I think I'm going to let you go. And I will come back and we will work some more on this present in a couple days. So, thank you guys for putting up with all of me. And I hope you like this picture and, you know, me working on it and talking to you guys. So remember, you matter and you are, oops, sorry. You matter and you are enough every day, all day. Thank you. Bye.